It sounds to me like you're looking at communications that are occurring, to and from assets of relevance to me. It sounds to me like your cyber threat intelligence feeds and your reputational data and your business intelligence data help me contextualize those communications to determine which of those communications are business as usual and I don't need to worry about, which are something that I need to potentially take action on, and if so, even providing some level of import to what I might do.
Absolutely. Yeah, that is a very good way to see it, to think of it. And to that end, other things that we do that's kind of different. So, for example, like namespace, we track internet namespace regularly, passively using things like passive DNS and other types of collection methods. And what if, for example, a certificate with your organization's domain appeared up in AWS space somewhere? It's outside of your address space altogether. Say you have a /24 network that is yours, and you watch that diligently. But what if your DevOps team has spun up instances outside of your infrastructure that you have no idea of, but have exported SSL certificates or TLS certificates that are pinned to these services? Wouldn't you want to know about that? And that type of even additional, and maybe it's legitimate, maybe it's not, but it's massively important for the CISO to know that. And to know which of those things that they want. Do you want to even allow it? Maybe you have policy that says, hey, all development has to happen internally. Loads and loads of I know it's not a common word or it's not a popular word, but breaches. A lot of companies that have been supposedly been breached, oftentimes that's not the case at all. They left their data someplace where someone else had access to it without any type of controls on it. And that type of data exposure, luckily lawyers have started to get in front of this and get people to stop saying that word. But there's a lot of CISOs, I know of some even, who really went through the ringer as if their company had been breached. But in actuality, it was somebody else in the company had just disregarded policy altogether and stood up and sent an export of a live database full of customer data, right, for example, and stuck it on an S3 bucket or something. You know what I'm saying? And and what do you do for that? How do you know to know?